Welcome back to Behind the Sound and welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys. My name's Ardil and today's video is all about the transformation on the Nissan GTR. Obviously, if you haven't done so already, we've done already a video on another Behind the Sound video showcasing a little bit more about how it came into us and obviously the problems that we were kind of facing to get this car up and running with decent sound. Obviously, we are now there. Customer is aware of the fact of all the issues that we've had to face and overcome. However, we're really happy with the final result. I've still got a little bit more tuning to do, however the car is sounding inch perfect. In terms of this overall system, car came into us with basically no sound at all. We've now got sound, and not only that, we've got really nice sound coming from the actual sound system itself. The customer had a sound system installed by someone else and now it's all been rectified. The customer started for the front of the vehicle. Customer had a CTEK charger mounted coming out of here. He wanted that same original place, so we've done so. Basically, once we started stripping the car down, we found and countered across a lot of issues. Basically, the CTEK charger ran across down here up into the engine bay to the battery over there on that side. However, one of the panels had actually crimped that cable, causing literally going straight through to the actual metal inside the inner sheathing of that cable. What we've done is actually fully replace that, loom that in with the vehicle, so there's no chance of anyone removing a panel and putting that back on and disturbing that, so it's safe, just like how a manufacturer lays wires into a vehicle. It's done in such a way that no one can really damage them when they're removing panels or replacing panels. So that's all been done underneath there, and we've got a full new cover system there as well. So that's the CTEK charging system that we've reinstalled. Inside the doors, that was where it was not only very messy inside the door, but also acoustically not quite prepped. It's quite strange in the way the system was specced originally, and we haven't specced this system, so bear that in mind, guys. With the products that are installed, generally speaking, I wouldn't spec the system in exactly this way. However, they're all decent products. In terms of the solution that the customer's gone for from the original spec was basically soundproofing, a Hertz amplifier, an Audison amplifier, and then an Audison processor, and the Hertz Melee Pro subs and front speakers. We've got a three-way front end here, and we've got two subs in the rear, and we've also got rear speakers in the vehicle as well. All gone into pretty much stock location in terms of the front end. Inside these doors, basically there was a lot of, it was lacking soundproofing basically. However, the rest of the car was actually soundproofed pretty heavily. In terms of these doors, the reason why we soundproof a door is mostly because it does three key things. It reduces your rattles and resonations that you get inside a factory door. Also builds a far better acoustic environment for the new speakers to work in. Obviously, that's where your speakers are going to be performing. That's where the excursion of the cone is moving airwaves and moving sound inside the door and pushing it out into the door. That needs to be acoustically soundproof. Plus, also it reduces road noise, which nobody kind of wants. So it's very important that that's now acoustically treated. So there was pretty much nothing in those doors. That's now all being completed. The back of the door card, the central layer that actually houses the speaker itself, and then the back of the card here itself. So the door card is now nice and solid where it wasn't before. Not only building a far better acoustic environment, but also how it should have been done from the beginning. Obviously, that has all been done, and we've actually managed to reuse all of the products. The only bit on the whole system that we've had to replace is one small part of the Audison amplifier, which is what's called an AV bit in. So it's because we're running part analog and part digital signals on this actual system. In terms of obviously one of these things, and the key thing about this is obviously the issues that the customer facing, having no sound, having all these issues, the actual product, because it was decent stuff, it's stuff that we would use day in and day out, it lasts. It's literally, we've managed to rectify the whole install, even though the install itself was quite poor to begin with, which obviously can affect products, can affect the setup of the system, can affect that as well. However, all of it has been salvaged and all working how it should. So that's basically the front end, basically inside the door. So we've got a tweeter in stock location, a 3-inch mid in stock location, and 6.5-inch driver, all the Hertz Melee Pro range at the front. Then we've also got rear speakers in stock location, and then into the boot. So a lot of our time's actually been spent doing rectification work in terms of the setup, but also getting all new wires put into the vehicle. So inside the actual system here, what we've got is two subs on either side. All of this stuff was already prefabricated into the build. So we can do this, we can do different designs, but we're going to give you an idea about what this system has in it. So this is two 12-inch Melee Pro subs facing each other, and then we've got the Audison Voce 5.1K on the back plate on the back of the seats. that is basically designed in a way how the customer wanted it, how they spec'd it originally, but also this has what's called digital input and output. So we've got a 5.1K HD. So in essence, this system is running from the processor, what's called a bit 10, running off the factory radio into a bit 10D, then into a 5.1K and a Hertz 4-channel amp. So overall, a really nicely spec system overall. It does sound really good, really happy with the final results, but the main thing is that we have now sound, we have a rectified install, so all the cable runs have now been replaced with connections wiring, which makes a massive difference. Soundproofing those doors, literally removing the entire system and refitting it using new cables, all done to the highest possible installation standards. This isn't a video to say that this person who actually did the original install did it all wrong. It was one of those things that it's down to neatness, and that's why we're kind of doing these behind the sound videos, to actually highlight exactly what goes on behind the scenes on a new system, but also now on this video highlighting a little bit more about rectification work that can also be done. So if you do have a problem with your audio system, or you're not happy with your current install, you know exactly what to do, guys. Drop us a message on any of our social media platforms if you're interested in having something like this done, whether it's a new install or rectifying an install that you're not quite happy with. If you're new to our channel, haven't seen us before, hit that subscribe button below. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you're enjoying these behind the sound videos. If you do have any comments for us, drop them below, help us improve our YouTube channel, give us a little bit more feedback on what we can actually do to help you guys watch more, but also enjoy the videos a little bit more as well. But thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.